Daily sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys doing enough to stay in the conversation, 4-3 through 7 games. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Second drive of the game first for this offense, and they have it in a tough spot, backed up toward their own goal line.
Here we go.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He's to the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is...
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Throwing Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Inside the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Khalil Herbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're...
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Colts first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Powering up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the Colts first down.
Herbert, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Will try and do this himself. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Pearson on for the field goal.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
22-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. From the shotgun, it's Ward. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
Out of the gun, Ward. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Kenny Moore.
Ready? Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
That's good for a Titans first down.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
4 yards. That's another Titans first down.
They'll look to throw again. And this one too low.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown! Bellicayo Manor. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have regained the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Our look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on Miami. Okay, Brandon, thank you. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have.
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter.
Come on. Hey. Nice. Go.
Ward from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have retaken a third quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that. Ran with it all the way to the end zone.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
From the 31, Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs, we didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Khalil Herbert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line, then that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fighting his way through contact. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And the Titans, first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Titans.
Here's Pollard again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now, Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Now Ward on 4th down. That is caught. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now again here to Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
From the gun on third down, Ward drops this underneath for Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Titans first down.
Here we go.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge.
Quiddy Pay on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Okay, ready?
This is second and 8. To throw is Ward. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw, here's Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Ward. He gets it to Burks again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll run with Pollard. And we'll take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Here's a give to Herbert. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play in this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jones delivers another one to Pierce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. To throw is Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Come on, come on.
Another run on 2nd down, try to cover up. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
60 by 6.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
That's good for a Titans first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Titans, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.